Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate all of you. Om Adyaye Namaha. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing. It really helps me out. Don't forget to check out my website, paradoxastrology.com. Book your consultation today. I can help you with anything. And if you would like more exclusive occult videos that I don't post on YouTube, consider subscribing to my Patreon. It also helps to support this channel. This video is about the full moon, which will be happening in Virgo in Chitra Nakshatra. So remember, Virgo is all about conflict. It's about strikes, health, wars, daily routines, pets. The moon in Virgo is very analytical, very precise. And I forgot to mention this is on April 12th. Now, Chitra Nakshatra is all about the illusionary force, Maya, magic. Everything in nature has its final appearance in this nakshatra, the physical world, including the sun, and the lokas themselves, which are the planes of existence. All of this in itself is an illusion. Remember, the physical world is a projection of the mind. So, as you can see, there is great power here to be creative, as this relates to the essence that creates it. And because it does so, it has the ability to see beyond the illusion. The mystery lies in how this is created. Remember, Maya itself is Devima. In Chitra, we must go through the extreme amount of stress, which is testing us, represented by the pearl, where perfection is achieved. It is about the ability to create. This is ruled by the architect Vishwakarma, who is a master at design but also rules over weapons and engineering. Think of buildings like the Taj Mahal, for example, ones that have beautiful architecture that stand the test of time. In the Mahabharata, Vishwakarma created a place for the Pandavas, which led to the Great War itself. And this is why this nakshatra brings many of these types of themes. He is also a master of Maya, illusion, magic, and those who are into design, fashion, all about creation and glamour, which is magic itself. Experts in technology and the arts are found here. He was also an adept at making weapons for war. For good or evil, he didn't discriminate because everything is Devima. Everything is God. There is humiliation that takes place here for women, mothers, the housing industry, especially because Mars is in detriment in the 11th house. This humiliation is based on something that you are building, which is either genius, but others can't see the vision, so they humiliate you. And this can mean that you're ahead of your time, or that you have such a big ego that you believe that you are the best at everything, and then this now is your chance to humble yourself. As someone comes in who is better than you, to teach you this lesson. No matter how good you think you are, there is always someone better, waiting to take your place. For individuals, this can be their social circles, alliances, and groups. This is based on information to do with neighboring countries, how we communicate, trade, travel, new technology. These are those who like to manipulate their social circles. You may meet people with fake personalities, fake personas. Obsession can happen here as well onto a project, which can be a good thing. Leaders may be projecting a false illusion onto the masses. It creates a lot of heat and fire in situations, but also within the body. Jupiter is trining this moon from the 9th house, which has to do with resources, the masses in foreign countries. Relationships are completely transforming, and so are we as a result, but it is bringing many conflicts. But with Jupiter here, it can expand these conflicts or bring good luck and abundance to some. That will depend upon your own karma. Mars being the 11th house, in detriment, this will affect many alliances, many gains, the will of people, vice presidents of many countries, the department of the government, states, legislators, alliances, groups can suffer because of this, but that also depends on your own personal chart. Completions in the matter of health, war, civil servants, daily routines, conflict, and challenges can come up. The moon is the 11th house lord, and Chitra is ruled by Mars, which is in the 11th house in detriment. Mars is trining Saturn, Rahu, Mercury, and Sun in Pisces. There is a frustration among the masses dealing with relationships, partnerships, marriage, business relationships as well. Some things may not go to plan. This frustration is in the matters of trade, the stock market, commerce, money, and possessions. There are sudden ups and downs in these areas. a war between the old and the new, technology and regulations. There are protests and the masses want to change, but they're also opposed to this change at the same time. Anger towards partners can happen. This can accelerate the matters of war in unpredictable ways. There is a sense of loss of identity for some. Venus, Saturn, and Rahu are all in Purva Bhadrapada, Pada 4, which creates the most diabolical events, and this is in Cancer Navamsha. What's good is that in this Pada, Jupiter is exalted in the Navamsha, so Jupiter can give us a lot of good luck and material prosperity. People can get very emotional here because we also have Mars in Cancer as well, which can show misdirection in the masses and matters of regulation and trade, also resources that are coming from greed and a secret agenda. Many will be losing faith, but luckily Jupiter in the 11th house will give us some hope. There can be a lack of support from family members and for the masses at hand by leaders. Killing birds and deer can happen. Violence and anger and disputes over property matters like the housing industry. Immoral activities and crime, including death and violence. These involve themes of dark sexual nature. Another thing I've been seeing is there's a lot of nuisance streamers who go to different countries and commit crimes, and a lot of them are getting arrested. This is very Purva Bhadrapada, where you end up in a very dark situation in a prison in another country because of your diabolical acts. It is important to focus on wisdom in this nakshatra rather than materialism, or to have a balance of both of them. Balance is always key. We must be cautious of people who are two-faced, who say one thing yet do another behind your back. This is a dark agenda at play involving leaders, trade, the medical industry, war, money, dark technology, AI. It is impacting the mind of many. This is involving foreign affairs, judges, law, religion, and higher learning, as Jupiter is in Magashira. Much is changing in these areas. The past ways of doing things are dying off as Saturn is in its last 2.5 years of the zodiac. Rahu will move into Aquarius in May, starting a revolution and new technology that will change humanity forever. Jupiter is making a search for knowledge and wanting exploration. That can be the knowledge of Tantra and the goddesses. Each teaching must align with your soul's purpose so that you avoid getting lost. It can show problems in married life due to illusions or misunderstandings. With so many planets in the 7th house and Venus conjunct 2 malefics, it is very possible for many to have these misunderstandings. It is best to talk it out rather than getting frustrated and keeping everything inside until you explode, which is what Mars in Cancer can do, or create passive aggressiveness, which doesn't help any situation. Venus is the 8th house lord from itself, which is showing a major transformation is happening in relationships and wherever Pisces is in your chart. Many crimes and deaths can occur as Purva Bhadrapada is very diabolical events, black magic, secret societies. Mars is showing problems with mothers, the housing market. Mars is aspecting Capricorn. The government and corporations are frustrated as well. With many planets in Pisces, this is an ascension for many spiritually around the world. Whatever practice you are doing, keep doing it, and you will excel faster right now than at any other point in your life. This is also showing many international disputes, lawsuits, ups and downs in foreign trade, and many changes. The mortality rate and divorces are increasing. Sun in Revati, which is ruled by Pushan, Sun is at the Gandanta point, which is the shepherd, the lighthouse that shines the way and shows the path to the rest. Leaders have a crisis to deal with in the matters of loss, endings, foreign affairs, immigration, people being displaced, homelessness, isolation, hidden enemies, death. For the US, this is conjunct its IC, meaning it's affecting the homeland, and the moon is conjunct its Saturn in the 10th house, affecting its reputation in regards to shared resources, money, and neighboring countries. Also, laws and foreign affairs. Canada is conjunct its ascendant in the 12th house, a loss or conflict for the country which affects the country and its homeland. Now, this will also highlight themes around these following professions. Any architects, designers, fashion industry, cosmetic industry, plastic surgeons, surgery in general, photographers, anyone using AI to make graphic design, broadcasting. This is also experts at Vastu as well, or Feng Shui, those who are writers, anything to do with the theater or the design of the theater, advertising agencies, any kind of craftsman, and anyone who's very good at design and art in many different forms. So this is just a little bit about what I see for the upcoming full moon. I thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all of you, and I'll see you in the next one.